Can you guys see my screen? Perfect. So yeah, briefly about the program, let's say, well, about GBSB Global Business School, I believe most of you guys have some idea about GBSB, well, what kind of school, what kind of institution we are. Well, briefly, GBSB is Global Business School in Barcelona because we had the first campus established in Barcelona, Spain. And then we started to expand to Madrid, Malta, and online, and so on. And still planning to expand to other parts of the countries. And yeah, so the main purpose of education at GBSB is hands-on approach. So you can experience the education to the fullest at the same time with all the technology, at the same time with all this latest, trends in the field, and so on. This is the main purpose. And we have been implementing this in all the fields on all campuses at the same time. And this is going to be approved by, at the same time, by Microsoft. So because of all this, improvements specifically in terms of digital programs or digitalization, let's say technology transformation and so on, we have been also considered one of the showcase schools, Microsoft Showcase School in Spain. First showcase school, we can say like this. Um, of course, I mean, this means all the support uh, in terms of like technology, in terms of applications, uh, any kind of, like even online platforms, student platforms, studies, facilities are going to be supported and provided by Microsoft company at the same time. Well, so specifically about MBA degree, why MBA? Maybe you guys know about the difference between the programs, let's say Master's, Master of Science, Master of Arts, and so on, and of course, Master of Business Administration. Um, Actually, the level of education is going to be the same, but the only difference would be, the main difference would be the type of education. I mean, MBA, well, it's going to be more focused on a specific, I mean, like well, all fields of business at the same time. It doesn't really focus on a specific one field. Let's say if Master of Science, Master in International Business, or let's say Master in Marketing, almost 80% of the whole course contents are going to be about only marketing, uh, digital marketing, or this kind of field. Whereas in MBA, you learn about every field of business, finance, HR, let's say, supply chain, marketing. So it includes everything. The reason is MBA program has been designed specifically for executives or for those who have already experience in the field and who want to get to the higher positions in the company, which are, let's say, CEO, of course, obviously, or any kind of top managerial positions in the company. This is very important because MBA is quite popular, first of all, in any country of the world, if you compare with masters. And MBA is going to be, of course, preferred by most of the companies when it comes to the management level of like employment. And this is going to be the main differences between MBA and masters, I would say. Specifically at GBSB Global, MBA, well, of course, obviously it's going to be taught 100% in English language. Multi-campus approach, we have several campuses. It's available in Spain, Barcelona, Madrid, Malta, online. And state accredited diploma. Well, in Spain, this means a bit different because in Spain, there are two types of degrees. Maybe you have heard about it. It's called private degree, official degree, and so on. So in Spain specifically, it's very important to be a degree like state accredited and so on. So our MBA programs, they're going to be state accredited. Some of them are in process at the moment. The one is Madrid, our program. And intakes, 3 intakes, but at the moment, as far as according to the information we have only in October, which is going to start from October intake, available start date. And yeah, these are the available programs at GBSB, apart from MBA degree. About the campus, as we discussed, we have several campuses in Spain, Barcelona, Madrid, Malta. It's a small island country in Europe, online, and of course, blended. Blended option is going to be available between online and Malta campus at the moment. So between Barcelona, online, or Malta at the moment, there is no such possibility. Regarding accreditations and rankings, well, this is actually the most important part for any institution, university, because in any school, this is going to be a kind of milestone or kind of a proof or standard of education. So you can, like check before applying. So this means a lot. Why? Because accreditations will be given to the school if the institution really meet the standards and requirements of this accreditation. There are so many types of accreditation. It's really hard to differentiate. It's really hard to understand what is it for and so on. But the most important ones at the moment for any business institution is going to be the US-based accreditation. It's called ACBSP, Accreditation Council of Business Schools and Programs, and AACSB, also from the US. So we're accredited by ACBSP at the moment and still a member for AACSB at the moment. And of course, after that, they're going to come other accreditations, worldwide accreditations, and so on. Another important one is going to be, in our case, accreditation from Malta Further and Higher Education Authority, which is going to give level 7 qualification according to European qualification framework. So this is actually going to give to the program official status, which means after finishing your studies, you will be eligible to continue your future education if you want with PhD, or if you would like to work in any kind of sectors, regardless the type of sector, government, non-government. For travels, if you want to go to some other country, it's going to be a master's degree and so on. And yeah, so these are the accreditations that we discussed. ACBSP, ASIC is from the UK, Accreditation Service for International Schools and Colleges, Universities. And obviously, as we have campus in Spain, we have been registered by Generalitat de Catalunya, which is the Ministry of Education of Catalonia, and Comunidad de Madrid. It's also regional Ministry of Education in Madrid at the same time. Well, of course, rankings are also important part. Specifically about MBA, well, we have at the moment up-to-date information from QS. Well, there are so many actually sources in terms of rankings. Of course, worldwide and quite popular ones are going to be QS. Obviously, you guys have information about it. So MBA has been as one of the top 100 programs to study by QS at the moment. It's worldwide ranking and top 10 program among the MBA programs in Spain at the moment. Online MBA also has been actually ranked as 30s, top 30s in the world. And now it comes other type of accreditations and rankings, including CEO Maybe you know about this magazine, CEO magazine. So actually, the program has been ranked tier #1 several times in a row by CEO magazine. There are so many sources, as I said, Multirank, Ed Universal, and so on, Forbes. So programs has been ranked several times by these sources as well at the same time. Well, we have also some other rankings by the universities and so on. Uh, but of course, these are the most popular ones to pay attention. These are partners. Apart from that, also we have some other partner institutions, organizations, and so on. These all means, of course, you will get some extra certificate, maybe some kind of, like certificate of completion of courses and so on. Or maybe extra certificate. One of them is Microsoft, for example. If you want, you can simply take the training and you can pass the test and you will get certificate at the end. It's going to be from Word, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so on, as an expert and specialist level certificates. Okay, so I mean, obviously, to study any kind of program, you need some reasons why exactly you need to take and why you need to apply for this program, for what you needed. MBA, well, obviously it works. One of the example, most of our candidates, let's say, they're going to come from companies, so they are working at the moment, and they're coming and they want to study MBA because the company is requiring MBA degree just to promote them to the higher level. So without this program, it's not possible. It happens often in our case. So obviously, after obtaining MBA, this is going to be much more easier to get to higher positions. Yeah, without any issue and problem, especially if you have some relevant working experience. It would be even much more easier. So as you can see, this is one of the top 6 reasons. It's going to accelerate your career, obviously, and flexibility or versatility across industries. You will get the latest knowledge at the same time, and obviously you know more about it. Uh, Earning potential, it's going to increase. About empowerment, specifically about entrepreneurial global networking opportunities. During the studies, there are going to be so many activities, industrial visits, let's say, to companies, meeting with managers, field trips to companies, fairs, events, career fairs, and so on. We have a lot of, like activities specifically in entrepreneurship. We have incubators, and for sure, during your stay and during your studies, you're going to get a lot of network uh, from different countries, professionals, mentors, especially when we talk about the incubators and workshops. So obviously, you'll get a different kind of networks and so on during the studies, and of course, you'll get knowledge, up-to-date knowledge in the program. Well, this is briefly about the accreditations and so on for the program, as we discussed previously about ACBSP accreditation and Malta Further and Higher Education Authority, and availability of the program in different campuses. The fees, we're going to come back once again to the cost of the program. It's going to start from 9,900 euros, depending on the type of campus. And the annual intake we have at the moment only in October. It's going to start. Duration is 15 months. And flexibility is 24/7. It's in case of online program because we don't have real-time attendance for online program. Instead, you can just attend in the classes, recorded lectures, live sessions when you're available. So these are information about accreditation and status and so on for this program. We already discussed about it. Program consists of 90 ACTS credits, which is European credit transfer system. Well, so what you will learn and what kind of knowledge you'll obtain in the program. Of course, this is also very important for you to know. In our case, the program is going to be, well, I mean, I can say without any doubt, it's the super updated program, because any kind of changes in technology or in this kind of trends, specifically in the field of MBA and so on, we always redesign the program and we always change it. So the program is going to include all the latest information, which is about, like digital platforms, big data. Maybe you guys know about it, especially those guys who are in the engineering field. So we're in the era of big data. There's so many information, and it's very important how to manage it. Big data, this is the program, I mean, like specific course that's going to teach about it. And specifically about the, let's say, agile methodologies, environments, all the latest business modules, especially AI, or like all these neurotechnology and so on, they're all inclusive in the program. Especially in the program, it's also possible to tailor your own studies by choosing one of the tracks. So in MBA, you will get the tracks, so you can choose, let's say, artificial intelligence and the future, sustainability and governance, and consumer experience in the digital environment. Each track consists of several modules, and it's going to consist of 8 ACTS credits. So you can choose one of these tracks depending on your interest, of course. Well, this is briefly about how a course structure is going to look like. You can have information about, let's say, the first term, second term, third term, fourth, and fifth, because the program consists of 5 academic quarters or terms. So each term is going to last 3 months of study. And each term, as you can see, in total, you will study 20 ACTS credits in average. As you can see, first term, you can study about accounting. Well, you can just have a look. The program is going to include all the fields. It's going to cover all the fields of business. Economics, let's say, financial planning, accounting, supply chain, human resource, marketing. So you learn about everything. And of course, here, 8 ACTS is going to be in the last term. You can choose one of the 3 tracks, as we mentioned earlier. The more information also will be provided during the admission process. We have a specific course outline in which you can get all the information specifically about it. So this is about MBA top up. What does it mean top up? This is for specifically students who have already the master's degree. And it's going to give a possibility to study only 30 ACTS at GBSB Global, and you can get MBA top up, which is MBA degree, and it's going to be level 7 once again qualification, and it's going to be a valid master's degree. This option is available only online and in Malta at the moment, and the cost is going to be 3,300 euros at the moment. Well, this is about the cost of the program. As you can see, depending on the campus, the fees are going to be different. In Barcelona, it's the most expensive option at the moment. It's almost 19,600 euros. In case of Madrid, it's a bit cheaper, 16,200. Malta and online is the same price in terms of full Master in Business Administration program and Master MBA in top-up program. These fees are going to include also at the same time annual administrative fee, which is 950 euros, and registration fee of 200 euros. So this is the full tuition cost, once again, including the tuition fee. the fees for study materials, for books, electronic books, for most of the student services that you might use on campus during the studies, for any kind of activities, events that you might have. Apart from those, like which might require some travels, like to some other places and so on, because you need to cover your housing and living expenses in that case. About the fundings and specifically financial aid, well, at the moment, depending on the type of scholarships, we offer up to 40%. Of course, depending on which one you're going to choose. We have global excellent leaders, outstanding women leaders, highly innovative candidates, and entrepreneurs. So if you have one of these options, and if you think that you might be eligible, you can try to apply. So I mean, it's going to be taken a decision by admissions committee, and at the moment, well, actually, it's not really going to be hard to obtain a scholarship. So we would encourage you to try. In any case, we don't have a lot of step-by-step system to offer scholarship. It's going to be by just providing applications and writing a motivational letter, the reason why you need to obtain this scholarship, and depending on that, we will take a decision at the end. So exact information also will be given by admission managers when you start the application procedures. You can just ask all these questions from admission officers during the process. Well, applications are pretty straightforward in our case. We don't have, once again, exam system. We don't have tests. It's fully based on submission of exact number of documents and paperworks. That means you just need to submit some. Well, you'll be informed specific list of required documents once again. Briefly, they're going to be just, English language proficiency proof. Also, we have several options. It can be any test results. It can be your previous education if it was 100% in English, at least 1 year. And you'll be given information specifically, once again. And the rest are going to be like passport copy, transcripts, like recommendation letters, CV, motivational letter, and that's it. That's pretty it, yes. So at the moment, it's like this because we have at the moment GMAT, GRE tests, they're optional. So there's no doubt it might be compulsory later on. Of course, now it's the perfect time. Why? Because we don't require strictly this kind of testing exams. Of course, it's also going to take time, like you need to prepare for it, you need to spend something for it, and so on. So this is going to be an advantage at the moment. It's going to be, of course, step by step. First step is initial meeting or call with admission team. You'll be given all the info. You can ask all the questions. Once you clarify all your questions and concerns, then you will take a decision how to proceed. The next step is application process. It's online. You'll be provided with the link and list of documents. Once you submit, the next step is going to be evaluation process. We will take a decision. It might take maybe just up to 1 week maximum. And then you will be given results. And then after that, you can just proceed and reserve a seat in the program. This is how it's going to work. About the requirements, once again, you'll be given exact information. So briefly what we need, you need to have, of course, bachelor's degree. This is the minimum qualification required to apply for MBA program. Well, it must be level 6 according to European qualification framework or any equivalent degree to a bachelor's from non-European countries, which means it's a bachelor's degree as well from those countries. 3 years working experience required to apply for the program in a related field. If it's in business, would be perfect. That would be great. And English language proficiency. Regarding English language proficiency, Pavlos asked here a question. Well, unfortunately, 4 years ago, it's expired, but your results is perfect, actually. This is very great result, but unfortunately, it's not valid to apply for the program. And working in an English-speaking country is also not going to be, like valid reason to consider as a English proficiency. So we still have all options. Once again, we have our English test. It's called English Track Test. You can still pass it. It's for free. It's online. You can do from home. The process is the same like Duolingo, but you'll be given all the instructions, all the guidelines, how to do it. So you can pass the test. Then you don't need to provide anything else. It's not required. So yeah, you need to complete all these required forms, application process, and you just need to submit all these required documents. This is the only requirement to apply for the program. About career and department and career opportunities, jobs, and so on. Well, once again, we have all options from the beginning. From the first day, you will get career counseling, career services. You can get, one-to-one coaching service by career team. You'll be given all these opportunities, vacancies available in our partner companies if you want to do internship full-time and so on. Yes, you can contact our career department. There's career portal and so on. You can always use these services. It's also, once again, including the cost of the program. You don't need to pay anything extra. Well, we have different type of events, so let's say activities or incubators, as I mentioned earlier. This is specifically for those students who are interested in a business or who have a startup ideas, business ideas, and so on. This is going to be perfect. One of them is G Accelerator. This is one of the biggest project by GBSB Global. It's available only in Barcelona at the moment. So in this activity, well, the purpose is to gather all, like students with entrepreneurial ideas. So you can attend, so you can show what's your business plan and design, and then you'll get a support at the same time to realize it. This is the main idea. As it's a very big project, this is not only for students. We have actually a lot of, there are so many participants in this who are going to come from different parts of Barcelona, from different institutions, universities, and so on at the same time. So it's going to be very, big project. Open innovation, it's also by students, and it's supported by some CEOs and some private organizations where GBSP students are going to gather all the students who have a business idea and plan, and they're going to create a team. It's going to be a venture competitions, also interesting. If you have interest in this field or if you have any idea, business idea and plan, this is going to be a perfect activity during the studies. Obviously, events. We have demo days, let's say, on campus, career fairs, including participation in various startup conferences. Yes, any kind of startup conferences which is held on campus in Barcelona, Madrid, students are going to be invited always. You can attend. Apart from that, sports activities, student parties, let's say seasonal activities, depending on the location, you can always join. So studying at GBSP is not only about sitting in the class, listening to the lecture, and so on, but it's also a lot of activities outside classroom, like networking activities at the same time, trips in Spain, outside Spain. It's going to be internationally. So we always try to organize these kind of activities during your studies. This is pretty about how it's going to be MBA program and studies. If you guys have questions, you can go ahead and ask me. So we had here first question from Arjun about MBA top-ups. Yeah, we mentioned previously about MBA top-up. This is going to be for those students who have masters. They can apply for this top-up program by studying only 30 ECTS, which is going to be only one term. It's available online and on campus in Malta at the moment, and you will get MBA degree, which is level 7 qualification. It's not some kind of just certificate, but it's going to be level 7 qualification at the same time. Regarding questions, okay, from Pavlos, yeah, we discussed about it. So if you have previous studies, by any chance, if it was in only in English or 100% in English, we also accept it as a proof. Or in your case, the best option would be to pass our free online English test. You can pass anytime you wish. There is no fixed date, fixed time. You can do today, tomorrow, at the weekends, next week, as you like. Admission manager will provide you with the link if you want to pass the test. So you can just click on that and you can proceed. Well, normally any masters would work, but let me check once again. But most probably, I think in business field would be perfect. But I'll get back to you once again, Arjun. Was exact answer. So what kind of program would be suitable? Yes. Welcome. Any questions? You can let me know, guys, if you want to know anything about the school, program, studies, anything you would like to know about. Apart from that, yeah, we have, about specifically services, student services. I think you need to know, guys, about. We have actually at the moment student app. We launched app. It's gonna be something similar to student card, but you can use for like all the places in Spain. So as far as I remember, we had there cafes, bars, any kind of some trips in Spain, outside Spain, transportation, and so on. So it's expanding every day. What does it mean? You will get a specific discount by this card. So it's gonna be activated once you are enrolled into GBSB Global Business School. Apart from that, yes, we have some other services. You will be informed about it later on when we run campaigns and so on. And about discounts. Apart from scholarships, we have also discounts. We offer early bird discounts for the programs. We offer discounts in case of reserving your seat in the program within 1 week after your acceptance, in case of full payment. So depending on the intake when you want to start, and depending on a type of, let's say when you want to start and so on, depending on the deadlines, the amount is going to be up to 15, 20, 25%. If we talk about only discount, not scholarship. But it's not possible to, sum up discount and scholarship together. It's not allowed. So if you get discount, normally it's not possible to get a scholarship. Or if you get a scholarship, it's only possible to get extra 5% in case of full payment option at the moment. We have referral discount options if you're gonna apply by recommendation of any student at GBSB or staff at GBSB, let's say. There's gonna be specific discounts up to 15%, once again from the tuition cost. So yeah, you can use all these options to get deduction from the cost of the program. Okay, perfect. I think that's it, right? So there's no other question as far as I understand. Well, in that case, yeah, you guys always can leave a request on the website. It's the best and fastest option, actually. You can just click on the link, There's request information and so on. You can find there. Once you leave a request, your request is going to come to admission team, and one of us are going to get back to you, and you'll be given all the information about all the procedures. So you guys can schedule a meetings with your admission manager if you're contacted with anyone. I mean, this is for free. You will get all the information. This is for you to get all the info before you apply to the program, so you can compare with other programs and schools. So in our case, it's 100% transparent. You can check everything on the website. You can get all the info as you wish to get. Yeah, perfect. Well, I think, yeah, that's it so far. If you guys don't have any questions, thank you so much once again. Yeah, for your time. It's appreciated. And yeah, hope to see you guys soon in any case. And stay safe. All right, guys, take care. Thank you.